Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO A57S, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick overview of this device. So let's just get straight to it. We have a little knife right here. No case, unfortunately. Dual camera setup. Hopefully there won't be any 2 megapixel macro depth. Let's see, we get a charger. This is a... looks like a 33 watt charger. I'm not even gonna attempt to show this, it's kind of impossible to see. And here we get the charging cable, so it's going to be Type-C, as far as I'm aware. Yep, Type-C. Also, as you can see, we do have a headphone jack, so that's actually quite nice. Anyway, I'll just throw that to the side. I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, so while it's turning on, let's quickly jump through a bunch of these specs right here. I'll mention right off the bat that this is basically a budget device. I'm actually curious how budget it is. I'm gonna quickly search for it because in budget world, difference of like 30 euros makes a huge difference. So I want to know how much it costs. Okay, so this isn't necessarily a budget device. This is something that comes at around 200 euros. So not the cheapest one, to be honest. This could be, well, I could start to argue that this is kind of like a low end of mid-range devices. So anyway, let's just see what we get here for 200 bucks. And it looks like we get a 6.5-inch display. 720p resolution, which isn't necessarily the greatest, especially at this price range. It's also an IPS LCD display with a peak brightness of 600 nits. Okay, I mean the peak brightness is okay. We don't have any kind of high refresh rate, which already is also even more disappointing. We at least are running Android 12, so that's at least nice. And this device is being powered by Helio G35 and runs 4 gigs of RAM with 64 or 128 gig storage plus expandable SD card, so you can just pop in card and expand it further if you wanted to. And we have a 5000 mAh battery, 33 watt charging, and side mounted fingerprint. And in terms of cameras, if I flip it back, we have a main sensor, which is a 50 megapixel wide one, and then we have a 2 megapixel depth. Like, F off with this, just make it one. I just can't, and it's so annoying. At this point, honestly, I kind of want to diverge from what I would normally do, or maybe not, but I just kind of want to sidestep from this phone and just say that the phone market is getting so obnoxiously stupid and boring that I'm starting to get completely fed up with it. Like, here you go, another phone. This one is Realme, not OPPO. Guess what cameras it has? If you guessed 50 megapixel wide sensor and 2 megapixel depth, you would be freaking correct. There's another one. Guess what the similarities are? Alright, no, you'd be incorrect actually. Here we have a 0.3 megapixel depth sensor, because like 2 megapixel wasn't already a shit enough sensor that wasn't unusable. We lowered it. What else? wait, I put away the other boxes, but basically I went through like 6 different devices today, and almost all of them are the same cheap ass garbage trash that is just a basically e-waste. At this point, stop producing this garbage, this dog shit. The market can improve. You don't need to all make the same shit phone with different brand on it. Like, come on. They all look the same. They all have a teardrop camera. They all have about 6.5-inch display running 1080p or 720p. And they all have shit 2 megapixel macros or depths or both. Oh, this is really getting like ridiculously repetitive. Anyway, let's get back to the subject right here. So, what else did I miss? I don't think I actually missed anything. I think I went over everything. Just quickly glancing. Yep. So I went over everything. Now, one thing that I didn't go over, like I said, we have 5000 mAh battery, 32 watt charging. They advertise that it charges the device fully to 100% in 69 minutes. Nice. And that's about all. Now, to quickly just go over, I guess, the redeeming quality of this device, which isn't very many, would be the fact that we have expandable storage. We have a pretty big battery, though, like I said, all the phones are the same. They all the garbage shit phones that I unboxed today came with about 5000 mAh battery. It's like every single same device. But this one actually comes with a good charger. So this is one of the redeeming qualities. The 33 watt charger will allow you to charge this device pretty quickly. And also we have a Type-C port, which also at this price range, apparently this is not a given. In 2022, at the end of it, apparently having a Type-C, it's still a feature and not a like requirement. Soon enough, all these